Hi everybody, I'm Zilla Blitz and welcome to another episode of American Truck Simulator. In this episode, we are in search of snowfall. We've had this snow mod installed in the game for the longest time and we have yet to have any snow actually fall from the sky. So, if you can see on the map behind me, I did go back up to Fort Collins in between our previous episode and this one, and we're going right up into Grand Junction. Now, I think all these squiggly lines in between there means we're going up over some mountains. 5.5 hour journey, so we should get a look at some mountains, and hopefully, if we're lucky, we'll get a little bit of snow in here because I've been driving for the longest time with the snow mod activated in both Euro Truck Simulator and American Truck Simulator, and while the snowy landscape is beautiful, I'd like to see snow fall from the sky at least once during the Christmas event here. And yep, we're going to deliver... Whoa, what's going on? I don't know why my truck was moving. 17-minute pickup to get there. We are delivering late Christmas presents. It's now January 11th as I record this, and apparently some children still haven't gotten their presents yet because we have 7 more deliveries to make. So we'll drive forward here about 17 minutes. It's going to be a nighttime. We'll drive probably in the afternoon. Then we're going to need to sleep along the way. And I want to see the Rocky Mountains in the daytime, of course. So we'll get going here. Of course, there's not a cloud in the sky, so our search for a snowstorm isn't really looking all that promising yet, but I have faith in the Rocky Mountains to provide us with some snow. So we'll see you as we make our pickup. Alrighty, our trailer of presents is underneath his Home Depot place. We just got to pick it up, and the sun's going down off behind our shoulder. It's approaching 4 o'clock, so we'll get this hooked up here, and then we are off. A lot of things to talk about. Here is our trailer packed up. Nice. We got a full tank of gas, although we do need to sleep as probably, looks like, what do we got here? Need to sleep within 2 hours and 35 minutes. Whoops, go forward. So we're going to be, we'll get out on the road here. We'll get the trailer going, get the journey started. It's a 5.5 hour trip all the way up to Grand Junction, and I'm thinking there's going to be some mountainous wheeling, which will hopefully make some good scenery. So I think what we want to do is go for about a half an hour, and the sun sets, then sleep, and then maybe we'll see the sun rise as we're kind of crossing the Rocky Mountains. That could be kind of fun. Now, I did also go in since our last episode. I went in and I turned off the physics mod. Because if you saw the last episode, we got, $4,200 in fines. The vast majority of it because I couldn't see the lights, and then because the physics was so slippery, I couldn't stop in time. Well, I mean, it's totally my fault, right? I just wasn't driving well enough, but It also, I've noticed that it slows you down a lot because you really have to be wary of your speed, especially in city driving like this. So I turned it off, and then I drove back up here to Fort Collins from where we were down in Colorado Springs. And it's so different when you can brake quickly and stuff like that. So as much fun as the physics mod was, we're going to assume that now, just say that I upgraded my tires. I have really good winter tires now. And there's no light here? Oh, it is red, green. Okay, good. Couldn't see it way on the other side there. We're going to pretend that we upgraded our tires and we have these awesome snow tires with chains on them and stuff. And so now we don't have to worry about slip sliding away anymore. So we'll get out on the highway though, of course. Our search for snow is not looking promising as we have perfectly clear skies today. One snowstorm. I just want one snowstorm before the winter event is over. Now, I think we could cheat and go in and I could really crank the precipitation up, right? But I think it's because we've just been driving in kind of arid zones. I assume the game has these areas where it just doesn't snow or it doesn't rain much, like New Mexico and stuff like that, which is an extremely dry state. So I can bypass the way station. Excellent. We need to save every minute on this delivery. So I assume now that if we get up into the Rocky Mountains, mountains, snow, right? Maybe we'll see snow today. That's our hope. So we'll get out, we'll get going here, maybe about another hour or so. Then I'm going to pull off and pull into a rest area somewhere because we will need sleep. We're going to get up at the crack of dawn and cross the Rocky Mountains. I'm excited. Haven't seen the Rocky Mountains in the game yet. This is the first time to see Western Colorado, so could be just a good drive for views as well. So we'll see you in a very short moment here. It's kind of cool. We're heading right off into the mountains now. We're just to the west of Denver, I guess it is. We can see the sun setting right in front of us, the Rocky Mountains out in front too. So it's kind of a cool view here. Now, so we've got about 4 hours left. We've been outside. We're to the west of Denver now. We're climbing, as we can see, up into the mountains. You can see that our sleep meter has gone red. The sun is setting down behind the mountains here. Unfortunately, there just wasn't an option to sleep. I should have slept in the last town we left from, but I thought we'd see someplace to sleep in 2.5 hours. You are getting tired, yes, but there's no place to sleep until we're well down in the journey here. So we are definitely going to get a sleep penalty here, but I don't think there's anything I can really do about it. Because if we look at the map here, although this is kind of a cool ride, but let's take a quick look at the map. The closest place to sleep is right here, which is still quite a ways. I'm going to guess that's 4 hours left. It's maybe an hour and a half or more, maybe 2 hours down the road. So yeah, we're gonna get a sleep fine for sure. There's just no place else I've seen to sleep. And even trying to go someplace else to find one wasn't going to work. So we'll just have to suck it up and drink some coffee and keep plugging along here. But this is a big climb. I mean, I've got the gas pedal floored here. 40 miles per hour, we're going up over the mountains. Steamboat Springs to our right. That's pretty cool. Famous ski resort. But yeah, we'll keep climbing up here through the mountains. Hopefully we don't crash. I mean, I don't know if I've had this much sleep debt. I know we've had it a couple times happen. And I know we get the penalties at least once or twice, but I don't know what happens if you just keep going without sleep. I mean, we'll be maybe an hour over, I guess. What can you do? But yeah, night is falling. We are exhausted climbing through the Rocky Mountains, and I think it's purely great optimistic signs here. So we'll keep plugging along and keep driving, and hopefully we'll give an update as we get further exhausted here. Wow, it's getting dark fast in these mountains. You can almost just feel it closing down on us. Maybe that's just me getting tired. Maybe it's the blackness coming in from the side of the screen. Right, what is this? Truck brake check. That's a good sign. I'm glad we don't have the slippery mod on now. Although I almost feel like we should have it on now. This is the time to really try to play with it here. But tunnel through the mountains here. This is pretty cool. Anyway, we'll keep chugging along here through the Rocky Mountains. So we have a viewpoint here. Where? Can we sleep? We can't sleep here? I think we should be able to sleep at the viewpoint. Oh, there it is, down the end. But nope, no options to sleep here. Apparently we can only look around, and we'll see what it looks like at night here. I don't imagine it's going to be the most spectacular view for us here. Ching E. Enter. Yep. What do we got? Eisenhower Tunnel. This must be... I'm not familiar with this, but I assume that was a long tunnel through the mountains. We saw it just before I clipped out before that. I assume it must be some kind of an engineering feat of length and magnitude that cuts through the Rocky Mountains, but I've never heard of it before. But then again, I don't believe... Actually, I know I've never driven over the Rocky Mountains. I've bicycled over the Rocky Mountains I bicycled across the United States a long time ago. And as part of that, I did it by bicycle, which was amazing to climb that long and then just come down a hill that big. There's not many hills bigger you can get. So that was pretty cool. But I'm not familiar with the Eisenhower Tunnel. I think that's good. We'll take that as it is. Let's get going again. Here we go. Still sleep deprived and still a good ways away from a place to sleep. Sleeping violation 200. The world gets blacker. Not much we can do about this. Hopefully it won't cost us too much money here. How often do these sleeping violations go? Let's track it. That was 642. Drinking caffeine. Anyway, we'll keep plugging along. 39 miles an hour. 35 down the other side here. We'll never get there. Well, anyway, see you in a little bit. So we're coming down the other side of this steep mountain and basically just kind of, you don't even need to hit the gas pedal. There's a truck runway ramp we can see just off to the right there. Those are I'm not sure if you have them in Europe, but in the United States, on these big mountains, there's basically, for trucks that have lost their brake capacity, they have an uphill portion. So the truck can just go off the highway, go shooting up there and not crash into all the trucks and stuff in front of it. I would imagine that would be particularly petrifying to be coming down in a truck this big, down the side of a mountain, to lose your brake capacity, and the only way you can stop is hope you get to a runaway truck rank, because you've got to be going so fast at that point, right? And I think what happens is that when that does happen, you just start burning through the brakes, and then you can't slow down and stuff like that, which would be, I can't imagine many more things petrifying, especially if you see slower moving cars in front of you and you're like, what do I do? Like, I can't get around them, and I'm going an insane speed down the side of a mountain. But And they must build those things for a reason, right? I would have had to imagine that kind of thing happened a long time ago, more than it does now, right? Because I don't think I've ever seen a truck on one recently. Anyway, I think I remember seeing them on one as a kid, but that was a long time ago. Sleeping violation, 400 now. We're racking them up. So it looks like it's every hour it costs us 200. That's actually not bad when you think about it. But anyway, hopefully we're going to get a place to sleep up ahead soon. We must be getting pretty close to it, because I think my guess was going to be about 2 hours left on the journey when we would hit it. But nighttime passage over the Rocky Mountains. Definitely want to come back over this in the daytime too. The plan was to come here through the daytime, but I screwed up the sleep thing. So we'll see you in a little bit. Hopefully we'll get some sleep and then get some daylight driving here. All right, sleepy spot off to the right here. And there's a viewpoint there, and it kind of looks like some kind of a special place on the highway here. So let's go off to that. Turn right here. How do we get there? We can't get there from here. We can only get there going the other way. Are you kidding me? We can't. We want to go that way, and we can only see it from the other direction. Can't we go right this way? Certainly doesn't look like it. Looks like you can back in this way. So we can't sleep there either, which means that our next place to sleep isn't till up here. That looks like that might be on the other side too. We're going to be so tired. Well, only an hour and 47 minutes to go. What can you do? Whoops, cut that truck off there. Stuff happens. Anyway, we'll keep driving through the night, looking for a place to sleep, well into the fatigue zone here. Now, a couple things I did between now and the last episode is I finally went in and I turned on the advanced coupling mode, which makes it, I assume it does what it says it does, which makes it harder to back up and hook up the trailer when you're picking up deliveries. I feel like that would be fun to try for a little bit, because it's very forgiving in the default mode, and it just isn't very challenging. I mean, you can get close and you just hook up. So I assume this is going to make me be a little bit more precise when we try to pick up trailers. And then, although we haven't had to make any turns here recently, I did switch out our Spanish-speaking navigation guide to a Turkish navigation speaking guide, because my goal is to know how to say you're going too fast in as many languages as possible. So we're going to try Turkish now. Other than that, we'll keep plugging along here, and hopefully we're going to get some sleep soon. Racked up $600 in sleep violations now. There's nothing I can do. Just got to keep driving. Dozing. Did you see that? That's crazy. I've never seen that before, because we are 3 hours over the sleep thing. There's no place to sleep. Game. I assume those are going to get longer and longer. The whole world is actually getting pretty black here now, the screen. I think eventually, are we going to just crash and die? This... Hang on there. Be cool if you could buy caffeine in the game. We probably need, by this point, we probably need more than caffeine. It's almost 11 o'clock at night. We are 3 hours past the point of sleep deprivation. That dozing thing was dangerous, though, because when it turns black, I assume we're still moving. I feel like we could hit something pretty easily. But we'll do our best here. God, so that... Ah! So the sleep thing's on the other side. There's no places to sleep in the Rocky Mountains here. If we get another one of those in one of these tunnels, we are in serious trouble. Or in one of these curvy roads here, like here, that would be bad. I don't know what to do. I know I'm getting tired. I know we're falling asleep. What is that? Another one. $800 in sleep violations. But there's no place to sleep. You use the force here if one of these things comes on. We're going to total the truck. We're doomed. I just know it. No, we're going to be positive here. We can do this. 35 minutes. Come on. Stay tough. Stay awake. Come on. You can do this. Just got to remember the road going ahead and try to, anticipate what turns I'll have to make. So when that dozing thing happens, I can just stay on the road. Probably go faster, too, so we get there quicker. That's got to be the safest response, right? Okay, so we're going to have to turn to the right now. No more dozing, please. Felt like the second one was longer than the first one, too. I'm actually getting kind of a knot in my stomach now. This is getting me a little bit nervous here. There, we can see our final destination. We got this. We got this. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. That one was so long. Grand Junction discovered. There's got to be a place to sleep here. Wait. Where's the map? Oh, right ahead. Perfect. Okay. So we can go in here. We're going to turn. Do we turn left and make our delivery? Now we're going to go sleep first. We're going to go. So we turn right when we get off here, go into the past the sell goods, and then we get a place to sleep. Okay, good. That last dozing, though, that was so long. I feel like that would be so easy to crash and mess this up. I didn't realize the game did that. This is by far, I mean, we're 4 hours over the sleep deprivation zone point. So just have to be ready. Maybe hit the brakes if we go into dozing mode again here. I know I'm getting tired. I get it. You've told me that 700 times, people. Oh, I can see the bed off to the side there. We can make this. Come on. All right, don't fall asleep at the light here. I wonder if when you're dozing, they take away your ability to turn and navigate and maneuver and stuff. We're not stopping for anything. We're just going right in here. Left. Ah! Oh, I can't even hit the brakes. Whoa! So I don't think you can hit the brakes when that happens either. You're just asleep and you've lost control of the vehicle. Because I was trying to slow down, but it didn't slow down. Okay, we got this. Got this. Maybe I should wait for the next dozing at the light here. This is crazy. I can't believe we didn't hit that pole. Oh, come on, light.
Yeni rota bulunuyor. Tekrar hesaplanıyor. Sorun değil. Yeni rota aranıyor.
No. No. Oh, okay,
Ve
good.
sonra sağa dönün.
We made it. Stop. E. Ha! That was easy. Whoa, the brightness. Jenna K made $11,000. Yay, Jenna K. She was delivering those, what the heck did she have? No, it wasn't the pallets. Tires or something like that? All right, Jenna K. That's actually not too bad. $68,000. That's helpful. Okay, so we've got a good night's sleep here. Let's figure out what we're going to make our final destination here, and we'll get these delivered. And that was different. I was not expecting to have a nighttime snow delivery there. Well, not nighttime, but a nighttime delivery with no sleep and falling asleep while we were driving. That was pretty crazy. Let's get gas while we're driving through it here. That's the first time that's ever happened. Never had that happen before. That was nuts. That dozing one where I woke up and then the pole was right there. Good thing I have reflexes of a ninja because I thought for sure we were doomed. Can I get out here? I can't. I feel like we can, and they just don't know. Yeah, we're just don't do this at home. Oops. Nope. Don't do this in the game either. All right, that didn't work. Looks like it should work, but it doesn't work. Oh, I have to go all the way around? Who designed this stop and shop thing? Anyway, we'll get back out on the road and we'll see as we get close to our delivery. Truck, what are you doing? No. Oh, he's going to kill us. These drivers are crazy. We had the right of way there. Global Mills, man. What's that truck doing? Wait. Oh, I have no idea what he's doing. Is he fixing? Is he just punching the truck? He's the Hulk. Alright. This is one of the strangest drives we've had.
Rota tekrar size.
Alrighty, here we are at the Walbert. And dropping off our presents. Another 40. Don't get very many 90s anymore. I don't know if it's just a run of bad luck or there just aren't as many in some of the states that we've been in. I feel like for every 90 we've had like 4 or 5 40s. So, but we haven't parked at this place yet. Well, we parked at Walbert's, but I don't think we've parked at a Walbert's in Colorado. So maybe it's a little different here. This feels pretty easy. Looks like we got a lot of room. If we just cut over here and then pull back straight in. Where we gotta go with this? Right there. There's a truck there. Okay, so not super easy, but not super hard either. Let's just pull in the side. Oh, we can't because there's a trailer there. All right, we got this. Let's come in here. Like this. We get straight enough. This is not working. Oops, sorry, just moving that stuff out of the way. All right, so this is a little bit harder than I thought. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. Alright, now we get it. Just gonna angle it, turn it right in. One shot. There we go. Zoom, zoom. Gotta go the other way. There we go. Whoops, not that way. Oh, no. Dummy. Oh, I'm so bad today. What am I doing? Oops. I'm going to hit that stuff. It didn't happen. Okay. Where'd that truck? Was that truck there? Okay. Did not happen. We're going to try this again, and we're going to get it on the first shot the second time. Here we go. Got it. We are home. Here we are after, I think we're going to call this episode Sleep Deprivation. These presents made it. Santa Claus was able to stay up throughout the night. We almost lost them by hitting that pole there, but we did not. These were delivered. I think we had $1,000 in sleep deprivation fees, but we made it. The presents are here and the kids' Christmas will be satisfied, even though it's a little bit for January 11th. $21,000, not bad. That puts us up at, what do we got with Janet K's 11? $90,000. Can we pay off our loan? Where is the bank here? How much do we owe? We owe $94,000. So close. Next episode for sure. We'll be back shortly. That gives us 9 of 15, 6 to go. The event ends in 6 days. Definitely going to make it now. See you shortly for our next episode. Thanks so much for tuning in. If you have enjoyed this one, please give it a thumbs up. If you like sleep deprivation and almost crashing into telephone poles, this would have been an entertaining episode, I would think, unintentionally so. But if you are new, please consider subscribing. We usually don't drive as horribly and plan our route so terribly as we did in this episode. Yeah, like the last episode, we had $4,000 something in fines. In this episode, we had the worst sleep deprivation we've ever had and almost crashed into a telephone pole in the middle of the night. What's next on this crazy Christmas event? Take care, everybody. See you the next time. Thanks for tuning in. Bye.